Black Power. A few days ago, we saw one more of many examples of the extremes these people will go to fighting for what they believe in and to achieve their agenda. This time, it included killing one of their own. Turned out to be a white woman. But even more dangerous than a lot of these overt races are the covert liberals who a lot of you are now welcoming as your neighbors, who some of you work with, who some of you are hoping to get a loan from. You know, some of you are practicing their culture and religion. They have a same agenda of displacing us, reducing our populations, eliminating us, exploiting us, and they're even more effective because they have gained your trust. And they've taught you to escape, deny the historical relationship we have had with these people. You know, even the ones who have excelled to the highest levels, those of our people who have excelled to their highest levels, they still eventually destroy, take out, take over whatever that person did. You hear about all these people who did all these work in many different industries and were never paid what they were supposed to be paid. But again, they have unfortunately cultivated our people to see that as better, better going and getting a job for them rather than building your own shit. But unfortunately, that's where we are, and a lot of people are upset because of some of the policies we are pushing out here in Los Angeles to fight back against this. But we know if more people get involved now, we can not be further displaced. We can stop from being further displaced. We can stop having to pay this high ass cost of living. When you study war, you understand concessions, and concessions are made when those who are have put themselves in so-called positions of power can no longer control the masses, and they gradually have to start making concessions to try to hold on to what power they have left. But when people are strong enough, people can actually take all of that back. It will be a transition of power. But because we have been taught the only way we have is to comply to whatever economic structure they have given us, and we continue to see that economic structure keeps us in a second or even third or lower class. And that is why we refuse to stop enforcing these policies right now, whether it be confronting the police who are carrying out genocide against us right now. A lot of people are suggesting we do the same shit that has not fucking worked. Just keep on videotaping them. We seeing fucking videos every day of people being killed, people being terrorized, and nothing's happening to them. So what is to come of keep doing the same shit? People telling us you got to go file a complaint, you got to get an attorney, all this crazy shit. But again, they're not thinking. They're just talking out of emotion. They're talking out of hating to see us actually have the strength to stand up to these psychopaths. And history has showed us, ultimately, if enough of us do that, we can run these clowns up out of here. Now I'm saying we can start identifying where they reside and put enough pressure on them to where they won't want to fuck with us. But as long as it's a handful of us, yeah, they're going to keep following us as they have been doing, those of us in the African Town Coalition for the past few weeks. We're seeing their higher ups starting to come out, so we know they're plotting on how to neutralize us right now. Yesterday in Kamathi Park, there was a lot of fishiness, and we feel a few times people attempted to set us up. There was a white boy on Crenshaw with a gun yesterday, but we got many more false reports that there were several different ones, and people kept trying to get us to run in different directions. So right now, we need backup, y'all. And not just for our own sake, but again, if you can comprehend what the fuck it is we are fighting for. Some of you have made up your mind you're going to leave already, and that's why we're losing. Once you make up your mind, that's what's going to manifest. But if you keep it in your mind, this is my shit, we ain't going no fucking where. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting to the death, be it they death or possibly our death. Because again, this ain't about, a lot of people say, oh, you gotta be ready to die for this shit. Fuck that. You gotta be ready to take your enemy out for this shit. That's why the fuck we keep losing. Because we keep thinking passive. We keep thinking submissive. All right? Kings and queens, gods and goddesses rise the fuck up right now. But the other policy of not welcoming these gentrifiers, a lot of folks are getting mad because a lot of folks are looking at it individually. Oh, you know, they're bringing us money, but they're still pushing you out no matter how much money you got. So you're talking about temporarily, you as an individual get some money versus the greater good of us as a community. Because again, history shows us a few of them come at first who unfortunately, you know, out of the love that our people have, welcome whoever in. But we keep seeing gradually these people are reporting on us. They're spying on us. They're going back helping to figure out how to expedite this takeover. And that's what we are refusing. We're refusing to go through that cycle once again. When you understand our brothers and sisters around the world who liberated themselves and how they liberated themselves, they got the colonizers up out of there. They ran the colony. They had the colonizers to where they no longer had interest in wanting to be around our brothers and sisters. And that's where we at right now. The same way they've taught us to hate our own people, hate each other. That, yeah, fuck it. We got to hate gentrifiers. We got to hate these psychopaths killing us. We got to hate the idea of our brothers and sisters going to these prison plantations. Some folks talking about they think they love want to be better in jail or prison right now because of blah, blah, blah. Insanity. They've taught us to believe, you know, to be grateful for a lower standard of living. And that's why we keep going through this shit. So we're at a point right now where we have to go against these owners, collaborators, and anybody else sabotaging who aren't intelligent enough to understand sovereignty. They could talk sovereignty, but to understand how to attain it and the sacrifices and struggles you got to get to achieve it. That's why they keep selling for fucking grant funding and a good job and all this other lower shit that other people don't aspire for. You know what I'm saying? Other people understand nationalism, but we're taught strictly that it's racism. But as Garvey told us, you got to put race first. That's nationalism. You know, you go to any other community, you don't see black businesses. They don't rent to black people. I mean, fuck, now they got so much interest in our community, they won't fucking rent to us. They won't hire us in the same businesses we've been supporting. You know what I'm saying? Making them millions, helping them pay their mortgages, pay their motherfucking rent, but they won't even give your child a fucking job. Insanity, black people. We got to snap up out this shit. And when we hear olders tell us shit like, you know, y'all need to take out insurance on your parents so you can, you know, capitalize off of their fucking death. Man, what type of fucking garbage is this? And some of y'all, that might even make sense, but what you're doing is you're exploiting your parents' death. And you're allowing these clowns to further benefit off our death because you got to pay to be born. You getting overcharged and underpaid to live. And then you got to fucking pay to die. You know what I'm saying? From the hospital to the death certificate to the fucking casket to the cemetery. And now these motherfuckers talking about insurance, man. Come on. This other older talking to us about he's not ashamed he participated in the fucking Vietnam War. He's not ashamed that he went and killed for these same devils who are killing us right here. He went and killed other people who really ain't doing shit to us. But this is the insanity of the motherfuckers who they allow to live. This is the insanity of the motherfuckers who they will give the most money to. That's what a lot of people don't get. People walk around with their ass on their shoulders because they have more material shit, but they don't understand part of the reason you get those jobs, you get awarded those big contracts because they know they can control your ass. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you are the weaker ones of our people. It's not that folks out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying, is lesser than or you motherfuckers turn your nose up to. A lot of people out here in the streets had the same motherfucking opportunities, but because they wouldn't literally kiss ass, because they wouldn't bend over and take it up the ass, because they wouldn't take all that other shit y'all bitch and complain about every fucking day that's happening at your fucking jobs. You know, in other words, y'all basically got some of the same slave complaints our ancestors had because y'all not strong enough to stand the fuck up. But as y'all seeing right now, from cutting y'all out the motherfucking Oscars to coming through wealthier black communities taking y'all shit, young people, you gotta go against any old motherfuckers that's stuck on insanity. They talking about why y'all so fucking hard headed. Those motherfuckers is even more hard headed, fucked up in the head. So this is the time to get to our African centered thinking. This is the time to come together to protect each other first and foremost. This is the time to invest all our time, energy, and resources into building each other up. That same shit y'all been tricking off in Santa Monica, Century City, Universal City Walk, you got to start investing that into our communities right now and start shutting down any spot you walk into that doesn't have a black employee. And most definitely, if it's not owned by our people, doing our best to shut them down so we can take control of it. Right now, the Africa Town Coalition, like I said, we are on these pig patrols daily, but we need more support. We need more vehicles. We need more people with the courage to come out here with us. We are continuing to attempt to feed our people. A lot of us are going through financial difficulties right now, so whatever support you can give with that. Like we said before, they have plans to shut Kamathi Park down on September 1st. We are formulating resistance for that. We are asking y'all to come join us on some of these missions we will be carrying out against the USC football games, because again, USC is one of the main gentrifying entities in South LA right now. Overall, our coalition is growing. We have a lot of great people who are stepping up, doing a lot behind the scenes, giving us more structure. But again, this isn't about our coalition, organizations, whatever. This is about all of us as black people, be it here in Los Angeles, Inglewood, Compton, Watts, Harlem, Chicago, Atlanta, because right now we are all under attack. And the Africa Town Coalition is to establish Africa Towns where we have control of our own communities, y'all. Time to stop thinking and acting like slaves and return to our greatness. All power to the people.